Welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to go over some of what I have gone through recently, just this past week on Monday. Applying for school, kind of what it takes to sign up for classes, picking a school. I'm going to go over that in this video today. The video today is not going to go over the exact programs if you're wanting to go like an officer route or if you're wanting to take certain classes, but what it's going to go over is just kind of encompass, blanket. If you're interested in starting school while you're in the military, especially on the Navy side, what is required. Obviously, this is going to differ between different commands. Like being on the ship, you have to get certain qualifications before you can submit. And you also have to, so being on the ship, you have certain qualifications that you have to get before you can submit what I'm going to show today. And certain commands require certain lengths of time for you to be at the command, things like that. But overall, I'm pretty sure all branches kind of go through the same process when it comes to finding a school, applying for some funding, and picking the classes, things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of walk you through on my screen exactly what the process is. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright, so all of these links that I'm going to today will be down in the description box if you're interested in seeing this for yourself. But this right here, as you see, is the Navy College program, and you'll click right here, the 5-step process, and it's pretty simple. So step 1, explore education career paths. Obviously, you're going to choose your career path. And this right here is if you're wanting to choose different options as far as programs, things like that. But this video is just going over like the basic. This also goes over the types of college degrees if you're not sure how many graduate or undergraduate credits and things like that of what it entails. Also, something if you see right here, the doctorate at the very end of it, it shows that the doctorate degrees are not covered by Navy tuition assistant. So master's degrees get kind of fuzzy as well, trying to get TA to approve it. So just keep that in mind if you're coming into the military already having school or already having credit and you're trying to get further. You might have some issues when it comes to getting your master's or your bachelor or your doctorate, as you see here. But there's also some other programs, certificates, and diplomas that can transfer over that you can use depending on what college that you go to and if it is submitted through your actual service. Navy Cool is also a program that is for service members. And what it does is it finds certifications and licenses related to whatever your job is. That way, for instance, me being a corpsman, I draw blood, I have enough hours, have enough hands-on experience, OJT, and there's a possibility of getting a phlebotomy license and things like that, just as an example. Also, with US Maps, it kind of does the same thing, but what it does is it encompasses your hours, depending on what your job is. Normally you can find something, every rate can find something here in US Maps that can help you out with possibly some certifications or just some credits. So next, this right here is going to be researching your school. So depending on what you want to go to as far as in-person school experience or do online schooling, things like that. So you'll look up what school that you want to go to, and then you apply for that school before you do anything else. So you'll find a school that you want to go to, then you apply for that school, see if you can get in. Obviously let them know that you're in the military, that while you're filling it out, your funding, which is going to be military funding, and also keep in mind the SAT and the ACT, that can also be paid for through the military because they also have different programs that you can apply for, which Navy College can help you out with that. Also will be linked down in the description. Request your official joint service transcripts. This right here is a very important one because a lot of the stuff that you do in boot camp, a lot of the stuff that you do throughout your day-to-day and your career in the service can be transferred over, and you can get some extra additional credits for whatever college that you're going for. Some colleges take more than others, so it's good to pull that as well. Then what you have to do is you have to request your official degree plan from the college. Once you request that, um, then you can start your TA application. But this right here is very important now. You have to have a degree plan, and it has to have official degree plan from the college. So that has to actually be on the degree plan itself. And then right here, as you see, submit your degree plan to the Navy College office. So once you do that, then you will let them know. So go ahead online to the Navy College or in person. You set up an appointment. They make sure that all of your paperwork, everything is in order. If you have to do any additional submissions, they let you know. They're really helpful. And they actually get back really quick too whenever you send the email through the website. So once you go through that, then they will help you out with the funding and tell you what fundings that you can apply for. The fundings that I have been doing in school have been the TA. But the only problem with TA, there are some stipulations, which will open this up. There are some stipulations with TA as far as caps and how much TA that you can use. And that's kind of what made me want to create this video now, because when I was stationed in Cuba, I was able to start classes, start school there, and everything went good. There was no cap. There was a cap, but I wasn't anywhere near reaching that cap. Then I got to the ship. 4.5 years later, I had to stop school while I was on the ship just because of the time that I would have for schooling. This wasn't really a good mesh. So now that I'm back on shore duty, started school up again, submitted TA and everything like that. And let's see if we can go into this right here. All right, so as you see here, you got your TA, your post 9/11 GI Bill. To be honest, a lot of the GI Bill side of the house, it does help pay for things. Obviously, the schooling, you usually want to kind of keep this as like a last resort in your pocket. So if you don't have to tap into this, a lot of us don't really touch that until either you're out of the military or it's like a last resort for that. Federal aid, FAFSA. That's kind of like your second fallback if TA does not cover everything. FAFSA is kind of like the second go-to, submitting for that for your Pell Grant, or you can do the FAFSA loans, which we don't really kind of recommend. I wasn't recommend to use the student loans. If your TA does it, just kind of take your time using up the TA. But the only problem with TA is now there's a 12 credit max per fiscal year. So pretty much stating from October until the following year of October or September time, you can only get 12 credits. So it's about 1 to 2 classes per quarter. And we'll go into the TA real quick. This kind of covers some of the stuff that the TA does. So there's obviously some nav admins here that you can click on. You can look at which are the actual instructions that are provided for the TA. And right. Alright, and some other fundings here, as you see, the federal financial aid and grants. These are other ones that you can apply for, see if you fall into the category that you're able to. And you never know, if you get approved for these, that's just additional money that can be used towards your classes. And there's also some information right here for spouses that are also wanting to go through school and how much financial assistance that provides. So as you see, this is a very helpful step-by-step So applying for your TA funds, this right here, the most important thing when it comes to applying for your TA funds, no later than 14 days before the start date, and no you have up to 120 days before the class is supposed to start that you can actually apply. So you have a long time out. Just don't wait till that last minute. Definitely don't recommend anywhere close to those 14 days because it puts a lot of pressure on the command and your chain of command, and it just doesn't turn out very well whenever it gets very close to that 14 days. So once you submit your TA, which we can go over that, so you're going to inform your command that you're interested in taking classes. Your command, you let you know that you can or you can't go ahead and apply for classes and to take TA. And sometimes this will require training, which you can do it here in your Navy education. This has to be submitted through the TA office. So once you get your certificate, then you'll just email that to the TA office and a copy of it whenever you write it through your chain of command. So this right here is just stating that you received the education counseling from the Navy College, and it goes over what your goal, your education goal, which is your degree plan, what you plan on doing, and then you'll submit that. And it's pretty simple when it comes to the command part. Let's see, anything else kind of that's important here? Funding, plan for expenses. So this right here, if you get other funding, this can help you out with your books, any fees for the school, if you need calculators or if you need like a laptop or something like that. That's kind of what the additional grants can help you out with. Other choices here, not executing the plan. Main thing here is just making sure that whenever you're taking your courses that you know what courses you're taking, when your course starts, and if anything changes, and you're not, for whatever reason, you're not able to take that class, or if you're going underway on deployments, things like that, something that can mess up that term, it's very important to contact the college, let the college know, and contact the Navy College so that they can put a stop on that voucher, on that TA voucher, because once it is submitted and it goes through, then pretty much that's stating that you're going to take the class. It just goes over the course, what course that you're taking, when you're taking it, when it should end, how many hours are covered, and then it goes over how much TA funding is approved. And then it shows that it was approved by your command, you yourself, and it was approved by one of the government officials for the TA office. So hope this helps some of you guys out. There's so much stuff here, so I definitely recommend checking out the Navy program if you are interested in taking classes, or if you're joining the military solely for college. There's a lot of resources here, and like I said, this is geared towards Navy, but I'm pretty sure that all branches have some type of step-by-step to help and assist, because once you get in, you'll see that having college credits, taking classes, it's really good as far as whenever you go up against your peers, whenever you're trying to advance. And it's also good just in general to take the advantage of taking classes, getting credits while you're in, and not really having to pay for it. So this right here is really good. So you can CLEP, which is taking exams to bypass certain classes. I know a lot of guys that I've been with previous commands, they did CLEP a lot of their classes. That way they saved some of their TA funding, saved some of their time, and they were able to get a lot of that out of the way. And then as you see here, the ACT, SAT, and things like that. So all that is here for you to look at, for you to click on, and yeah, just kind of see all the stuff that is here. So once again, hope this helped you out. Now, if you have any questions, leave those in the comment section. I would kind of like to go through some of this more in depth. So if that's something that you're interested in, some of the programs, then just let me know. And if you guys like the video, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.